Hello everyone, I'm Yoichi Utebi. I'm from Happy Science Media Division. Today I'm very excited to announce our new movie, Let It Be Fear Never Ends. The story and original concept is written by Master Ryuho Okawa, founder and CEO of Happy Science. First, please watch the teaser video.
何これ。
では調べてみましょうか。死は終わりじゃないんです。
あなたがもう死んでるの。
死んでからも苦しみ続けるなんて。
やめて。
この世を超えた世界は存在します。
So, what did you think? It looks pretty scary, isn't it? So this is the sequel, part 2 of the movie Into the Dreams and Horror Experiences, which was released 2 years ago, summer of 2021. Same as previous one, this movie consists of 5 stories, 5 spiritual and horror experience stories. Remember those 2 faces from part 1, psychological counselor Keiji Kamiyama and his assistant Aoi Ueno. So in this new movie, one day Keiji receives an offer from TV station. He is asked to do a spiritual reading on this college student who had a very strange experience. When he woke up one day in the morning, he was actually sleeping in the pool of blood, but he was not hurt at all. Can you imagine that when you one day you wake up in the morning, you were actually sleeping in blood? So to unveil this mystery, Keiji decides to come to the TV station, and he conducted the reading. And Keiji sees a vision that no one expected. It was a curse of blood that has transcended from past life to places to the modern day today. So after that, Keiji continues facing numbers of bizarre phenomena, and he will conduct readings to reveal the real truth behind those unexplainable events. A creepy old woman appearing late at night near Inari Shrine, asking to borrow 400 yen, that is about $5. This is a story about deceiving, temptation, and choosing the right faith. A mysterious handprint left on a leg. This is the story of a woman who was a Christian in her past life, and she chose Jesus' faith in the time of trial. So the handprint was actually a stigma. A woman falling off the ceiling out of nowhere screaming out loud. That'd be so scary to see that, right? So this is a story about a suicidal spirit, and it reveals the real spiritual truth behind the scene of what will happen to you after you commit suicide. So this is a very important message we want to convey to the world. A spiritual phenomenon of wet footprint suddenly appearing and disappearing before one's eyes. This is about a man who died from a tsunami, and because his death was so sudden, he could not leave this world, go back to the spiritual world. So what happens? He becomes a wandering spirit, wandering around, searching for the real truth and searching for the light. So the most astonishing point of this movie is that all the stories are based on real dreams. So Master Oka would hear the dream a person had actually seen, and he conducts dream reading to unveil the reasoning behind the scene, behind the dream, why he or she saw the specific dream, and the meaning, the spiritual truth, and the solution. So the 5 stories in this movie are created and produced based on the real dream and the real dream reading conducted. You know, there are so many people in this world today who have seen ghosts, experienced rapping, poltergeist phenomena, sleep paralysis, or other terrifying experiences. I'm sure you have at least experienced one, right? But no one can really explain the true reasoning of such spiritual or paranormal phenomena, or to explain what is the real truth of the unseen spiritual world. That is why there's no other film of this kind in this world. This is the one and only film in the entire world that reveals the real truth. And it is only possible because of the spiritual power and spiritual wisdom of Master Ryo Okawa. So to guide people of the world one step further into the truth about the spirituality, this movie serves as an introduction to the spiritual world. Also, we believe that it is the religion's mission to reveal the real truth of spirituality in the spiritual world, and it is our responsibility to provide such a spiritual, social, enlightenment movie to the world. For this movie, Let It Be, the quality of fear is a little bit different from horror you see today in the movie theaters. Like in general horror, there are elements of shocking, surprising, fear of being cornered, fear of running away, chased away. It's a mental fear, visual fear effect, and sound fear effect. So these elements are all combined together in production, and as a total, it becomes something very, very scary. People are just looking for extraordinary stimulation, like riding a roller coaster, I guess. But Let It Be is not this kind of horror, or fear of evil spirits, devils, demons, zombies chasing after you, but it is about a fear of not knowing the real truth, not knowing the real reality of what's happening behind the scene, the things you cannot see. Through this movie, we want to send you the message that afterlife actually exists, and that depending on your thoughts and your deeds throughout your lifetime here on earth, that will determine where you're going to go back, either back to heaven or to hell. That if you keep going the path as it is now, in the near future, you might actually end up finding yourself in a place that looks like a horror movie scene. Or not knowing the basic spiritual truth, then you could end up becoming wandering spirits on this earth, not able to go back to the spiritual world, where you originally came from, where your true home is. I must say there's nothing scarier than this, right? The real world, the reality that waiting us after we die. That's why fear never ends. That fear will follow you forever unless you understand the real truth about afterlife and spirituality and self-reflect upon it and change your mindset and change the view of your life. This fear will never end until you do so. We truly hope that this film will be a hint and become a guidance to the entry point to the spiritual world, and from here on, take one further step to study Happy Science teaching. Master Oka's teaching is the ultimate eternal Buddha's truth, which will lead each one of you to true happiness. So please discover the real truth and find out who you really are, where you came from, where you're going, and what is the true mission of your life here on earth and for your soul. The answer is all here for you. So, this movie will be available to watch at all temples and branches of Happy Science around the world after May 12th. If you're interested, please visit the website letitbefearneverends.com. The URL is right here. Or you can contact Happy Science branches in your country or location near you. Thank you so much for watching the video and hope to see you again in next message. Bye bye.